Hello my fellow YouTubers. Today I'm going to show you how to change a Porsche 924 alternator. If you're having trouble with your alternator or you realise that your battery's starting to get low on power, this could be the cause of it. Your battery may be fine, but you also check out if the alternator's okay. You can drive it for like, if you can buy a new battery, but if you buy a new battery and then realise that the charge is still not keeping, there's definitely alternator needs changing. So on my 1985 Porsche 924, this is the alternator for it, and obviously it's made by Bosch and obviously Volkswagen RD, and this is the 2 litre Porsche, and for the 2 litre you need at least 75 amps by 20. So if you're not too sure, obviously to get the codes here as well, yeah. So if we're not actually local dealers, but I went to my local dealers and they discontinued these alternators now. So the best bet is find them on eBay or get your old one out and get them reconditioned. But the main of the video is just to show you how to remove it and replace it. So obviously the alternator is over here, so it just needs to get replaced. So I'm just gonna get down and under and I'll show you how to remove it. Right, so I'm underneath the car now, yeah, and as you can see there's an underbelly here that you in America will call it the shield. So obviously there's several bolts here, so I just removed this one here and there's other several screws. So all you gotta do is just remove this underbelly and then you'll get more access to get to the alternator. Right, okay, so I removed the underbelly here, and before you do that, just to let you know that you do need a 10mm wrench socket just to undo the bolt here to get the belly. So now that's removed, here's your alternator here, and my advice is you need to take the bottom bolt off first. That'll be here. But the second one here is like an Allen key one here, but I recommend if I do the bottom first. Once that's released, then you can move it and then take the Allen key one. But the Allen key one may be a bit too tricky really, so but there was a bracket there, yeah, so if the worst case scenario happens that I can't remove the one with the Allen key, I might have to remove the bracket as well, which has got bolts in as well, yeah. So I'm just going to undo this, yeah, and I'll let you know how I get on. Also, when you're trying to get access for the alternator, you need to remove your valve hose here to get, you know, obviously the air inside there, yeah. But obviously mine's broken, so I need to replace this one to remove it. But as you can see, that's in the way, so there's 2 clips here, and just remove that, and then you'll have more better access to get the alternator out. Right, this bolt might be a bit tricky. If you can see on here, if I can just point to it. This bolt here, you need something that you need, by the way, you need a 13mm just to put on there, yeah, so it doesn't move. But also when you get access, you need to remove cylinder 1 spark plug. Obviously this is it here, you need to remove that to get a bit better access. So I'll try to remove it and I'll let you know how I get on. Right, I tried to undo the Allen key, which obviously you can, if I can get something here, but you can see right here, but unfortunately, what is over there, but unfortunately it's too tight, and literally I don't want to risk, you know, rounding it off here. So my other second plan is, yeah, if that doesn't work, there's another alternative. You got these brackets here, so you got one here, connects to it, and then you got another one. Get down here, right, and so 2 bolts here. So, but this bolt here, this also connects to your air, obviously for your alternator, and what's that's done to be your wires down here. This round bit here is just basically the cover. There's a cover behind it, and there's all wires are. So when you hopefully get this out, you just remove the bolts from here. But I'll show you that once I remove it. So wish me luck then, boys. Okay, so what I've done is I removed the two bolts here. We're just holding the FY here and here, and your last bolt is here. But unfortunately, this pulley is actually in the way to remove it. So because there's goddamn pulley I can't remove this bit, but there is an alternative though, because on the pulley, right, let's put that back there. I'm lost. There you go. On the pulley, there's 3 nuts here, yeah, so it's easy, just need to move it. There's no time sequence on them, so that's not a problem. But my advice is over here, you need to put like something to wedge it, so you can use like one of these, just like wedge it down here so the pulley doesn't move, so that way you can be more easy just to remove the bolts. So I'm just going to do that now, and I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, so well done. I removed the 3 bolts off that pulley now, so hopefully this bolt should come off. So let's just see what just happens. So oh, there we go. Pulley off. Let's take it off there. And while you're at it as well, you might as well just change the drive belt as well, yeah. You might as well. So it's like a 5 or something, yeah. So it's a little bracket here as well to hold your pulley. So let's see what happens. So let's go scoop there. Oh yes, this is what we need to get out. So let's see if this actually comes off. So let me put this somewhere. Okay, let's see if this shakes. Yeah, you can see it's loose now. So I just need to go under to get a few tap it out, and I'll let you know how I get on. I've got to mention that bolt I just took, yeah. I just realised there's a goddamn other one here as well. If I can just like point here. So we just need to move that. So once that's done, we'll be able to move it, and that won't be a problem. Right, so as you can see now, the alternator is fully off now, yeah. Now what we need to do here is the cover, and inside it's got your wires inside here, and I show you on my spare one here. But I just removed the cover now, yeah, and there's like 3 bolts this size, and this is a 10mm bolt. So what we need to do is unbolt these, yeah, and then obviously the wires connect to the battery here, but I'm not sure about this one, but I'll find out once I remove the other one. So I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, once you remove this cover here, the 3 bolts, so if you look inside, obviously this is your earth wire, so be careful with that, yeah. So as you can see, like you can see here, well, that's your main battery one here, and there's also part of your earth, another earth wire here comes into here. So what we need to do is try to remove this, but also the cover is holding this piece here, see, little grommet there, so we need to pull that out there to release it, and then hopefully we can swap the new one into it. So I'll let you know. Right, so I managed to successfully remove the alternator. Obviously this is the old one, this is my new one, so hopefully this will fit in. Obviously this has got the brackets here, this bracket, so what I need to do now is remove these 2 brackets and transfer them onto my new one. So, but also what I was going to say, the nut we're just holding the battery wire, that's a 13mm socket, and this tiny one here, that's 8mm. So you just need to get them 2 off, and then it'll easily come off. So what I'm going to do now is just remove these 2 bolts here and put the brackets onto here, and then once I've done that, I'll probably be going to buy a new driving belt just to put on. So I'll let you know how I get on. Right, so I looked to successfully loosen the bolts here from the Allen key. So now I just do that there, that comes out, the other washers, and obviously this will come out. It's like a new bolt. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now to make it more easier, I'm going to put these brackets back on without the alternator to get in position, so that way it'd be more easier and saves time and less stress to put all back in with the brackets on the alternator. So like I said before, I'm going to reconnect these back up again, yeah, without the alternator, and then once it's connected I'll fix it back up again. So but my advice is, because the reason why mine was a bit of a problem is because some fool over torqued the bolt on it, yeah, so it's really hard with the Allen key. So that's also one good tip as well, yeah. So my advice is, like, I might put a little bit of copper grease on, yeah, so next time if I do need to change it, then it won't be a problem. But I do advise you with your alternator, with the alternator, I advise you just to keep it just in case if anything does happen in the future, because if anything does happen to your other alternator that you put in, then obviously you got a spare alternator that you can actually take to a dealer place for also fixes the alternators. That saves you time and money as well to get it done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fit these brackets on now, yeah, and I'll let you know how I get on. Right, so what I've done here now, I'll put the first brackets on here, as you can see, to get that in place. But before I put the second one in, what I want to do is just connect these wires back in here, because obviously I need to put the plate back on. So once I put the plate back on, it'll be more easy. And just to let you know, with this yellow cable, it's going to be a bit short. So, but over here, there's a nut here which holds more of the wire. So all you gotta do is just loosen that up, and then it'll be more freely just to put your wire in, put your cover in, and then after that, you'll be okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put my cover on the alternator, and then once I've done that, I'll see to put the other brackets on. Right, so what I've done here now is bolted the alternator cover for the airflow to cool down. But I've done like 2 bolts already, because the last bolt, if you remember, it's got an earth wire in. So I'm not too sure about which one it might have been, but once I connect it up with the brackets, I'll probably know where to put it on here. So I'll let you know how I get on. Also with that wire, remember I told you about that yellow wire? You need to bolt that back up, yeah. So just in case it doesn't hit the steering rack as well. So just to let you know, just be careful. Right, so all these bolts are all connected now, including the bottom. But the bottom I left a bit loose, so because after that, yeah, because we need to put the belt back on, yeah, and we need a bit of slack. And also, what I was mentioning about that earth wire, I found where it is. It's actually where this brackets here. There's one bolt, there's also one down here as well, and that connects to it, or you can put it there if you want. They make no difference, but I just put back the original. So what I'm going to do now is put the belt back on, and also put this pulley back on here, and then I'll let you know how I get on. So just what it should look like when I put the brackets in. I also put that big long bolt inside the alternator, so it'll like secure it, so what position it's going to be in. So what I'm going to do now is going to put the bolts back in here, and I'm going to put the other bolts underneath as well, yeah. So I'll let you know how I get on. Right, so what I'm doing now is actually putting the negative wire back onto the battery. So, but from the beginning of this video you meant to take it off, which you already did, but I forgot to mention that. But anyways, negatives on, obviously, positives on. So this is the rundown, because this is like the final stages of it now. Okay, so like I said before, it's a bit dark, so just forgive me. Right. Okay. See, a bit dark like so, but the pulley's back on here. The drive belt's on. So I'm just thinking if anything's if I missed or not, but I'm just thinking, so if I am just like stalling, then just forgive me, because I'm just thinking of anything else. Right, okay, yeah. Also with the alternator, there's a slack in there as well, yeah. So when you go underneath, just tension it, make the belt nice. Well, I won't say nice and tight though, but you need to work out what tension that you need to be on. So, also, oh yes, that's what I need to think. Bloody cylinder one. So, right, let's see. Put cylinder one back in here then, yeah. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm just checking in tension there. Everything's fine. Right. Remember I said to you about my hose pipe was broken? Well, it actually broke. So, but it's okay to start. Well, once again to start. So tomorrow I'll probably find a new one just to put in. So that won't make no difference. So right, okay. So this is the grand finale now, yeah. So everything's connected. Everything's fine. Cylinder one, spark plugs in, battery. So I'll go in my house and get my keys. Also, I've got a battery booster here just in case if I do need to boost some power inside. Oh, here's my house. Hang on. Not there. There's me. Yes. Keys. Okay. So hopefully this will start. Okay. The door mask. Right. So to like get the keys in front at the same time. Okay, so sorry, just want to double check. It's fine. That's on. Right, okay, let's see what we got here then. Okay. Well, I got power. Let's see. Oh, wait. Neutral. Okay, that's fine. Right. Put on the pedal. Right, boys. Let's start this then. 3, 2, 1. Oh. There's time. There's time. Get in. Can't see if the top over. It's fine. Let's give it a few revs. Seems to be fine. Okay, so let's go back in. Getting a bit cold now. Whew. Oh God. So, right, okay. That's fine. Right, so turn over now. Well, that's it now, yeah, for fixing my Porsche 924 alternator. I just hope that this has been any good use to you, any good information. So, and I hope this really helped you as well, yeah. So I want to say thank you for watching this video and seeing me going through the process from dismantling till rebuilding it of the car. So, and obviously you can hear that it's still within fine. So if you like this, just, click the like, and anything else, want message me or write a comment, and hopefully I get back to you soon. So like I said, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope this helps you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.